Charlamagne warns academics and tells him Drake is using him.
That's a hell of an accusation to make about LeBron James, Ak. And my question would be, why? Like, what is the reason to go this hard for Drake? I need to know why. Because when Ak says things like that, he's making himself liable. What if Bron sues you? Is Drake gonna cover your lawyer fees? What is Drake telling Ak that's putting the battery in Ak back to make him want to jump out the window like this?
Well, I don't,
Drake, but you got to think about what you're doing. You're talking about somebody's family.
Yeah,
you're talking about
man.
somebody's wife. You're saying things that could potentially cause him to get a divorce, which potentially is gonna cost him a whole hell of a lot of money. You think somebody not gonna go to the mat to defend that? You got to think about that before after you hang up with Drake and Drake's feeding you certain things. You can't just get on your chat and say anything. You got to think about what you got to protect.
Yeah, on the last episode of The Breakfast Club, Charlamagne told academics he might be in danger of losing his credibility. Now, this all happened as a result of the way academics has been covering the leaked DMs from some guy named Chris Blake Griffin, some type of name like that. And he was talking about how, all right, so there was these leaked DMs where Drake made some type of analogy that was really close to what he was saying on the Fighting Irish freestyle, which appeared to allude to LeBron James being unfaithful. Well, anyway, academics would report that wasn't true, and everyone knew Drake was the source. As a result, Chris Blake Griffin, or whatever his name is, would go online and say, hey man, this was real.
You the heartbeat to the industry. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Your whole brand is built on credibility. You gotta tell the truth. You gotta deliver the truth.
Somebody who's asking me, it does put me in a bind and a pickle, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Normally, when I speak to Drake and I ask him a question, and a direct question, if he doesn't answer, he don't answer. But if he does answer, I do expect that, I'm glad you tell me the truth. And he's like, bro, if I ever lied to you.
This is actually what happened. This is not fake. These are not doctored screenshots. And then academics did this whole spiel about how Drake has never lied to him and all of this stuff. I will say that if you were looking to academics for credibility, this incident would be where he lost it. Well, Charlamagne would say on The Breakfast Club, academics need to be very, very careful because LeBron James has a boatload of money, and by academics going on his stream and outlining or trying to engage in conjecture about how LeBron and Drake used to have situations where they would sleep with women and Drake would quarterback the plays and they would sleep with white women, it could lead to very bad things for LeBron. It could lead to divorce. It could lead to a whole lot of drama. And as a result, LeBron James might target academics. And Charlamagne even says, hey, is Drake going to pay for your lawyer fees when academics is taken to court as a result of LeBron James being fed up? Now, this is actually good advice, but the only thing I have an issue with sometimes with Charlamagne is he always, to me, is appearing to give academics, he always try to big bro academics. And it's getting to the point right now where academics certainly rivals Charlamagne's impact in the culture. Sure, Charlamagne has dominated traditional media, radio, not so much TV, but academics is really up that lane, and I think academics, there's a potential for him to feel some type of way. He might address the situation. He might even bring up how Charlamagne has engaged in really crazy behavior. Charlamagne's history in media is just as dark, if not darker, than academics. But let me know what you think. Do you feel like Charlamagne is giving good advice, or he's just being an opportunist and trying to kick his mentee down? All right, y'all. Follow me on Instagram, The Stop TV. Follow me on Twitter, The Stop TV. This is Danny from The Stop. Peace.